Well, hey folks, this is 7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Farm Sim 19. Am I going to flip my truck? Okay, well this wasn't very well thought out. We are here on No Man's Land. And I'm just tipping off some potatoes. There we go. Okay, well that was, as always, more difficult than I'm certain it needed to be. But there you go. Well, let's go back to the farm, shall we? So I've done some, a little bit of organizing, a little bit of trading around. I got rid of our, burn 1,000 liters of the blackest of coal an hour tractor. And traded it in, believe it or not, for a John Deere. Yes, indeed. So we've got ourselves a John Deere. I've got this giant gate here that, well, gotta be honest with you, looks pretty imposing. Pretty imposing indeed. Works too. Opens, closes, does all that. Yeah, I just kind of need some fencing to make it useful. So here we are. This is what we've traded it for. An old 4650. She's not brand new, but it's new to me and it's in beautiful condition. Do you guys that have cats, do they ever get the zoomies? Dixie's got the zoomies. Yeah. I think actually that's just her way of working up a poop, but that's just between you and me. Alright, so today, yeah, we got the guys waiting. Now this thing comes with a bunch of sounds. This is, I believe this one was for actually a John Deere 650 or something. Whoa, I gotta remember that stump, man. That's just lethal. Just lethal. That's pretty funny, look at that. We left the weight here. Let's keep that up off the ground. But there were a number of weird ones. The first one I tried was, I think, Old Farm. Might have been the, I don't know. No, oh, there is wires, okay. I'm not sure. It was all in German. So, and then, like I said, there was sort of this thing. Is that thing on now? We seem to be missing something here. Pipe in, lift harvester. Pipe in, maybe? Lift harvester, fold harvester. Okay. Alright, it doesn't turn on. Usually that tells me something here is messed up. Oh, no PTO. Sorry, I thought you guys would turn that by hand. I guess I'm mistaken. So, yeah, let's turn it on now. And get back to potatoing. Now, thanks to my buddy Driz, who, by the way, is back in action. So, I got to watch his latest and greatest this morning. There is a link to his channel in my descriptive area below, and I do encourage you to go watch. But at any rate, he told me that engine realism mod or tractor realism mod or whatever. They've taken that wacky gear shift out of there that made your tractor shift gears 38 times in the first 10 feet that it traveled. So yeah, and the rest of it seems to be working. So I have gone and reinstalled that. So thanks, buddy. And big shout out. Glad to see you back up and running with your brand new Ryzen 9. Yes, I know. What a fancy boy, eh? Indeed. Now the other thing I've newed is, and I don't mean I took my clothes off, I mean I bought something we didn't have before, was I have replaced the other tractor as well with a rather completely unrelated tractor. Yes. Yeah, we missed this row. I think we got it from... No, maybe not. I thought we had it from there. But seeing as the numbers are still going up, however be it slowly, I can only assume we actually left this entire center bit. Yeah, it's certainly not collecting out of any other row. There's nothing else here. Weird. Because it doesn't actually look like there's anything there, to be honest with you. I mean, I know we completely missed this. There we go. So yeah, do hope everybody's doing well. As I say, good to hear my buddy Driz is back up and running. I did a little bit of minor upgrading on my own PC, actually. I just changed out the air cooler for a all-in-one Cooler Master Liquid 240 Pro, or not Pro, the version 2 RGB. Yeah, nice little unit. They're incredibly inexpensive. In fact, I believe they are the least expensive AIO on the market. So yeah, nice unit. But I don't know what it's doing for the moment. I don't have any particular software open that would measure it. But at idle, my processor was sitting at just over 20 Celsius when I checked it after installing that. It's funny, it started at like 36 and then it dropped down to like 21 and stayed there. So I guess it had to actually wait till it circulated itself. But there you go. So yeah, my thought is I have a very overclockable processor. I have an i5 6600K, and it's on a Z270 board, which is a board designed for overclocking. And I never really got into it before. One, to replace a processor is so expensive that even reducing the lifespan of it just makes my normally cheap nature cringe. And second, I was never 100% convinced that I had the kind of cooling you might actually require for this sort of thing. So I am quite confident that this Cooler Master AIO will work very well. So I am at some point here. I'm actually going to check the temperatures when I shut FarmSim down, because it does tend to run things pretty good. And it's holding a nice steady 60 FPS, surprisingly enough. Jeez. Well, there you go, Driz. Maybe I can start uploading in 60F if it's actually going to hold there. How are we doing? 75%, 3/4 of the way through. Nice. How is it keeps missing the middle letters? Is there's something not... Oh, I think this thing needs unfolded, doesn't it? No? Apparently it is unfolded. Okay. Oh, well, I must just be... That must have been the edge row. Maybe it only does 2 rows at a time. There you go, eh? So yeah, I thought I'd try a little bit. I'm not going to go nuts. I believe the 6600K is run standard all-core 3.5. It's a 4-core 4-thread. There's no hyper-threading on that particular generation. It's obviously a 6th gen. I can also run a 7th gen processor, and I thought they'd be getting cheaper by now, considering we're now on Intel's 10th gen. But lordy, they are not, believe me. Because I could stick, but in all reality, and probably my best way to upgrade would be to put a an i7, 7700 or 7600. K or otherwise, doesn't really matter. But, wow, are they ever expensive still? Like, stupid prices. Like $500. I'm like, what? Come on, they're 3 generations behind. Although, to be fair, currently Amazon still wants 370 Canadian for my i5 6600K. So, yeah. Now, I know K processors do demand more money, so... I don't know what a 6600 is. Oops, we are full. How long have we been full? That entire row, pretty much. Alrighty, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Let's try and get back. Oh. Sharp turning angle. Holy smokes. There we go. Let's get the pipe out. And go grab the truck. But it's also a lot quieter. Normally by now the fans would have started ramping up. Right. Mainly because my video card, the fans don't bother to come on until it starts getting warm. And then I think it really starts throwing a lot of heat around the case once that comes on. So, yeah. It's, I don't remember how close I've got to be here. Well, apparently we're all right. But now it's much quieter. What are you doing? Oh, it's sitting there spinning the tires. Look at it go. Uh-oh. Let's try locking that in. Yeah, see, this thing's got basically street tires. Come on. What are you doing? Go. Okay, that's weird. It's almost like it's... Alright, well, we gotta be careful with that, because we know we can get her... Oh, that stump. That thing is literally gonna be the death of me. But yeah, we know we can get into trouble with that thing, eh? Wow. Whew. Besides, I'm almost thinking it might pay to get a little bit better trailer. You know, I really like this little truck and trailer system, but it doesn't hold very much. You know, this 5,000 liters, that one load out of there has got her pretty much both trailers packed. Enough that we wouldn't be hanging around for more. It wouldn't be any point. And yes, I'm going to throw some fencing in there. So that's not going to be a walk around forever. In fact, by next episode, I will hopefully have gotten around to that. That's why I still have a little bit of extra cash kicking about. Indeed. So, let's see here. Now, I want to be on the back trailer. So, I think that's it there. No? Okay, that gives me an unload here. That's the tractor, that's that thing. Okay, that's the dolly, that's the back trailer. I forgot, the trailer sits on a separate dolly. Wow, there's a lot of pieces of gear going on there. There we go. Let's do that. Nice. Now, let's switch this so it unloads to the back again. I think that'll be a little less awkward, you know? Yeah. There we are. U. Left. Where'd it go? Right. Back. Perfect. There we go. And then we will come here with our front loader, which was the other thing. I got rid of that old, whatever the heck make that thing was. And in combination of that and the other tractor that we had, I replaced them with a single... Oh, what do we got here? Oh, I guess they want me to maybe move forward a bit. There we are. No, backwards? Okay. Who knows? Seems a little bit fussy about where I can and can't dump things for one reason or another. That's okay. As long as we get a general pile going on, I'm happy. But yeah, I traded basically both of those for something else. Okay, let's jump out. Oh my. Okay. And we're out of here. Let's get rid of that. Let's jump in. Woo! So a big shout out to my Patreon sponsors. You guys are really keeping me going here. Let me tell you, I'm starting as much as it wasn't much. I am starting to miss that YouTube income. You know, it's one of those deals, I guess, when you run a fairly tight budget. I mean, I'm on a disability pension, so yeah, I'm on a pretty fixed income, and not a terribly high one. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. I have learned over the few years that I have been on it to budget things so that I can deal with it, you know. And well, one of the things that I budgeted was the few extra bucks I was making from YouTube. So yeah, obviously, not having them does have an impact. So yeah, big help, you guys. Thank you so much. It is making up for what I was missing, and I really appreciate that. Alright, let's get back. This is going to take us, I'm thinking, a little while, guys. Alright, does this guy have no, let's see here. No. Doesn't appear to have any four-wheel drive capability. Interesting. Oh. We're not getting much slip off it anyway, so we can see, what, 6%? Engine use is only at 38 to 40. That's according to this new thing. So, I mean, what it's really measuring is anyone's guess, but that's what it's supposed to be, so we're gonna go with that. You know. Yeah. Oh. Sorry guys, I hope you were hanging on. Just hear a scream and see some guy go flying across the field, and it's like, oh yeah. Well, there you go. Okay. Used to driving alone, what can I tell you? You know, some dudes hanging off the back of my cargo just ain't my usual way. No siree. Oh, siree. See, I had one little bit of a moment while I was doing the upgrade on the machine, because I had to change a bunch of the fans and stuff around to get them basically out of the system, because they're being replaced by a radiator with 2 fans on it. I had to disconnect all the power cables for them and all of that stuff. And of course there's splitters and there's all of that. And luckily that I did notice, but I happened to notice as I was doing my final tuckaways on the wiring, you know, because that's a thing you do now. Believe me, when I first started building computers, there was no such thing as cable management. After you got the machine all put together, you bunched things up as best you could, because nothing fit into the backs of cases, right? Everything was right there in your face. Luckily enough, we didn't have clear sides, so you couldn't tell, you know, but most of the time, yeah, you'd open up a PC case and you'd wonder how air got anywhere. But, so yeah, while I was doing the cable management in the back of the case, and happened to notice that one of the fan power splitters, the ground wire had actually pulled out of the pin and was just sitting in the back of the plug. So yeah, good thing to notice. I didn't have any extra splitters, and I did need that many, so yeah, I had to do a repair on it. Not a big deal, more than capable of that sort of simplicity. A little bit of solder, a little bit of push and pull with a pin, and a bit of pokey with another sharp tool to close it again, and like I said, a tiny little bead of solder to make sure it never happened again. And we were pretty much good to go. Pretty much good to go indeed. How are we doing here? 63%. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we'll have to see how that old truck gets on out here. I forgot about that. It's got these skinny little terrible street tires. And that's one thing that apparently they do really take into consideration with this realism mod. In fact, I think it's one of the bigger considerations, is what sort of terrain you're on with what sort of tires you have, right? Like this sucker's got wide-weighted tires. So even without the four-wheel drive, she's managing to pull her own pretty good here. Now we'll see once we start hooking blues and such, you know. That may change the name of the game considerable. But until then, well, it seems to be doing all right. But unfortunately, and we'll have a look at it when we go over there here in a moment. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, we will definitely have a look at them here. They're, yeah. They make the tires on my little Toyota Paseo look like they're beefy. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, they're not. They're about as stock as you can get. I'm afraid my days of running hyped up machinery in real life is probably over with. Although I have had some pretty powerful bits of gear. So, yeah. Used to be quite a fan of muscle cars. And sports cars. Basically, I guess, like every other young male, anything that was fast. Yeah. But good thing I survived that period of life, including motorcycles. And surviving those is even more of a trick than just getting past, like, muscle cars and stuff. How are we doing? We're full. I don't know how long we've been full. Probably longer than... Oh, the pipe's been out the whole time. Why not? Why not? Heavens. Ah, yeah. Just leaves potatoes everywhere, man. I don't know. Let's go grab our truck. And they're really tiny tires, too. They're like 14s or something. See what I mean? Look at the tread on those. Does that really look like something for digging through the dirt? I'm afraid not, eh? Oh, poor little truck. I think your days are numbered. I think we're going to get a trailer. Wow. Well, I'll have a look. See if maybe we can get an old Kraz or Maz or something like that. Maybe that'd be a better... I think what I'm going to do here, just to try and get most of her up on dry land as quick as we can. To do this. Oh man, she's already having problems and there's nothing in it. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll find an old Gaz or, like I say, Kraz or Maz or one of those as they were trucks, and we'll trade Thumpy in. That's too bad. I really like this. We used it on a few of the smaller farms. But I guess with our new fields and our ever-expanding world here, that our farm just ain't so small as she used to be. Well, I see there's a Seasons Geo for No Man's Land now. Doesn't do us much good. We're not running seasons, but I just thought I'd bring it up, you know. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to tip these off here again. Now, we've got a potato washer and a potato sorter, apparently. So I guess you sort them first, and then the good ones you can wash. I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, what I want to do here is shut that guy off, because we're just about at the end of the episode, but I thought I would show you my new acquisition. Here we are. Yes, indeed. Now, this is not the same Schluter that we're using on the other map. That's a different model. But it's a very, very similar tractor. But this is also now our front loader, as you can see. Pretty nice little piece of kit, eh? Doesn't have front, whatchamacallit? That stuff, but it's got a rear one, and it's got the loader, and I think it's going to do a darn good job of putting the smackdown on our silage as opposed to the other one we used. So there you go, we've got that guy. So if we do need to haul the trailer, we certainly got the kit for it. I don't know why I have that, to be honest with you. I don't think either of our other tractors had. I'm going to keep that weight there for the rear of this thing if we've got a heavy load on the loader. But I guess we can get rid of that other one, eh? Didn't even know I had it, to be honest with you. We'll keep the log fork, of course, just in case, but... Yeah, we'll get a pretty good return if we sell all of this. 14, 17, 20, 22, so 23, about 23,000 we could spend on a trailer. Alright, let's see if we can find this spare bit. There it is, the FC. Let's sell that. Okay. And like I said, we'll keep the log loader, of course. Why not, you know? Alright. But that's going to do it for the moment, guys. Yeah. That is definitely going to do it for the moment. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Yeah. Put the old slam down on the like button. It would help. Beyond that, though, take care of each other. Stay the heck away from each other. And ciao for now. Yeah, I'm just going to wash all the mud off. See you later, guys.